Hey guys, Josh, Relentless Digital, back to talk more social media. I'm going to steer a little further away from the ad side of things because I had a conversation with somebody who I am building a website for. He started talking to me about he actually got a notification on his phone to post to his company Facebook page, and I told him, I said, yeah, it's a good thing. You should definitely be doing that often. And his question to me was very simple. I have no idea what to post. So this video is going to go over a couple. I'm going to try to get the creative juices flowing for each of you, just because I'm familiar with kind of what kind of content you guys get on a normal day that will actually help you. Um, there's three main things I would focus on when it comes to posting on social media. Uh, I'll add a fourth, and a fourth is there's an automation that will actually keep this really simple for you. So the first is people, your people. Um, that could be anything from your technicians. Let's say it's a work anniversary, or you're holding a training, and you want to highlight the fact that you guys work on technical training every Tuesday or something like that. What you have to do is take that information, say it's technical training Tuesday, we're here at our shop. Our guys, every single week, we go over a different topic so we can make sure that we provide the best and most experienced technicians for your home. Something like that. So, and you can certainly come up with more ideas from that. You can do the same thing with the office staff. If they're doing some CSR training, or they're doing uh, even install coordinators or sales coordinators, things like that. Highlight those positions, because not only are you creating a loyal following where people feel like they know your brand, but then they also know your people, and they feel like they trust you because they know who's behind the phones, who's behind the coordination of everything. So that's the first thing, is your people. Your brand is number two. This can be your trucks. This can be your yard signs, is a great one. If you don't have a yard sign contest, I highly recommend it. I can certainly give you some tips and some direction on that. Um, Things like that highlight the brand, because again, like I've talked about in my other videos, the more times that people see your brand and recognize your brand, it's a subconscious thing in their brain. I recognize that, I trust it. And you just have to kind of trust me on that one. I don't know how else to explain that in a way that makes more sense. You just have to kind of trust me on that, or maybe think of the brands that you shop at the most. You probably see them a lot. You see them on advertisements. You see them on Facebook. You see them on Google when you do a search, things like that. So that would be number two. Would be your brand or things of your brand, and then number three, put your work on Facebook. Don't just put pictures and say, "Oh, we did another install today," because how does that help the person looking at your project? It doesn't. And that's really what you have to focus on, is you have to focus on your reader, or who you want to read that message. You want it to say things like, um, for instance, if you did a furnace install, maybe do a before and after picture. You can use something like Photor.com, which I can drop a link below in the videos, or Canva.com. And the services are super cheap. You might even be able to get some for free to start. And do a before and after, and then put a reason why the furnace failed in for the before, and what the new furnace is going to help that person with. Maybe you helped increase the airflow in their home. Maybe that now they have a variable speed option and they're going to get more consistent airflow and better heating and cooling throughout their home. Or they bought indoor air quality products and are going to have better filtration. Or you replace their ducts. Or plumbing example, you know, they you did a $93 or $89 drain cleaning tune up, and saved them a bunch of money, because there was going to be an immense repair bill at some point in the future because there was a beginning of a blockage. You get the idea. Electrical can be the same thing with the electrical panel. If you guys are looking at the electrical panel and you're looking and you got loose wires, or if you have a FLIR camera or a heat camera, you can actually see some problems where there's going to be problems eventually, and spot those, and how you helped save that customer money, time, or safety. or their health, I should say, is their other one. So those are the three main things that you can post on social media regularly. I recommend 3 to 5 times a week. You can certainly do more. Some weeks I post 10 to 15 times. It just depends on what's going on. One other thing that we do that is pretty simple to do, and I will take a, because I can actually share this now through Zapier. I will put in the description below, I will put a link to a Zap I created where any new 5-star review automatically gets posted to Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, and Twitter. I think those are the main four. So, and if you don't have all those, don't worry about it. It's not the most important thing for home service contractors. Having Facebook and Instagram is likely the most important for you. But I'll put that in the description below. If you have any questions on Zaps and how that can kind of save you time, money, and headache of trying to come up with some content, I'd be happy to share that with you so you can kind of repurpose some of that stuff. So, again, as always, if the video is helpful, put a like the video, comment, leave a question, because most likely if you have a question, somebody else has the same question and we can help each other out. And then subscribe to the video below so that way when new content comes out, I'll be able to, you guys will be able to see it first. Okay, so thank you for watching. It got a little long, and we'll talk to you soon.